assholes with opinions.
What's up, everybody? This is the Gonzo Shark.
And the SplatMan.
Don't go anywhere because you're tuned into the AWO show, Extreme Rules, Raw and SmackDown live review. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining the AWO show on this great day. And I am with my awesome co-host, SplatMan. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Gonzo Shark? Let's get this done.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Just glad I'm out of work and shit. Get to talk to you.
Yeah, me too. All right, so it's been an eventful 3 days in WWE. Extreme Rules, Raw, SmackDown. Let's run through this pay-per-view. We'll start with the pre-show. Andrade Cien Almas and Sin Cara. I didn't think that there was much to this match. Andrade Cien Almas whooped his ass. That's what I thought was going to happen. And I don't think they're going anywhere with that. So, I mean, it was just kind of a pointless match, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I picked Sin Cara, but obviously he lost. It was nothing different from the week before when they fought. So that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And also, it's like, how much is that match going to mean when you have Cien Almas fighting AJ Styles on SmackDown Live? Which I feel like that's where he should be. He should be fighting the top guys, not Sin Cara. So that makes sense. At least he's not fighting Sin Cara anymore. Even though I know you like Sin Cara.
Yeah, but I'm not the biggest fan of him, so.
Yeah, neither am I. All right, so let's move on. New Day and Sanity in the tables match. I actually missed this match, but I saw the highlights, and it looked like they fucked each other up with the tables. And Sanity won, which is what I thought would happen, which is what probably should have happened. What did you think about it? Did you watch that match?
Yeah, I watched it. It was decent. It wasn't an incredible match. It kind of finished weak. I thought the move that they finished off was weak. I thought it was going to be more of like a high flying finish or something. But you know, all in all, I'd probably grade the match a C+.
Yeah, I can't even grade it because I didn't see it, but. I mean, it's obvious that, you know, New Day is jobbing a little bit to Sanity right now, so Sanity gets a little bit of a push. But they should. You know what I mean? I think they're a good trio. They're not the greatest guys ever. I like Eric Young a lot. Those other guys are kind of green because they're new, but they have a good gimmick. So, I mean, they could go somewhere with it. Hopefully they do something with it. Finn Balor and Constable Corbin on the main show of Extreme Rules. Did you watch that match?
Yeah, another one that you picked correctly. You know, I went with the Constable. I thought he was on like a roll, and his whole new gimmick was going to set him off and beat Finn Balor. But I guess I was wrong. But it was a decent match. I mean, did you watch it?
No, I actually missed that one. But dude, I picked Finn Balor for that match.
Yeah, you did. What the fuck?
I thought I picked Corbin, dude.
I think you might. I mean, you might have either way. I thought you picked Finn. I thought you thought it was the night that he was gonna win, and you were right. I don't know why you didn't watch it. You had plenty of time to watch it. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, honestly, that match just like it was like I was running late to starting the pay-per-view, and then I was like not gonna rewind it for that match because I figured that it wasn't anything great. You know what I mean? So that's why I just didn't even bother watching it.
No, I hear you.
But it seems like there wasn't really much going on there. And then on Raw, it looked like Corbin got upset about Balor making it into one of those triple threat matches and not him, but then nothing happened after that on Raw. It looked like he was upset and then nothing happened. He didn't come out in the main event, right? I don't think he did.
No, it didn't really go anywhere with that, no.
Yeah, which was kind of weird. I thought maybe Corbin was going to fuck Balor up so he lost, but that didn't even happen. Let's move on to something that shocked me, and I bet you it fucking shocked you too. The B team pulling out the upset, or I guess is it even really an upset now because they haven't lost, but they win the tag team titles against the Deleter of Worlds. And I was fucking shocked, man, because I didn't think they were going to beat them.
No, I was shocked too. We both picked the Deleter of Worlds. So, no, I was shocked. It was kind of cool that the B team won. I mean, I felt it was a good match, and I feel from Raw this week, it kind of like it's going to carry on to what we were talking about before. I think they're going to like go into total deletion or something, something along those lines, like the Ministry of Darkness, like you said. But it was all right. It was a decent match. We both were wrong, but hey, can't win them all.
I mean, I think it was okay for like a small kind of swerve because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that thought the B team would win. But I just thought, it would be too soon, and like, they're still trying to build up Wyatt and Hardy as a team, so I didn't think they would lose. But either way, no matter what I thought about it, it made sense, and I feel like maybe now they'll go into, like what you said, possibly like some weird matches at the Hardy compound, or like we said before, where there's some type of Ministry of Darkness type theme, and they try to mind control over the B team or something like that. That would be cool. So I'm kind of curious to see where that's going to go, because I actually like Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. I think they're funny.
No, I think they're funny too, and I think they're good wrestlers too. And I think they won because they're going to be at the point of the top of the pyramid. They're going to be at the top of the excitement when they're going to get beat, and they're going to get like total deletion. That's what's going to happen. That's what they're working up towards.
I totally feel you on that. I could see that happening, and I would and I really hope they do it at something at the Hardy compound. Like what they did before. If they do like some type of tag team apocalypto thing, like they did in TNA, which I don't know if you saw that, but it was like at Matt Hardy's house, and there was a bunch of tag teams, and it was crazy. If they do something like that, or just them against the B team there, I like that sort of stuff because it's really creative, and that's kind of the direction that they need to go. Especially considering they signed Jeremy Borash, who was behind all that stuff in TNA. He produced all of it. So he's very smart with that sort of stuff, and he's super creative. So now that he's with WWE, I think that they're probably going to go in that direction where they do some stuff at the Hardy compound, which should be good.
Yeah, so, and it switches it up a little bit,
Yeah, you need that. You need that. All right, so another shocker for me was the way that the Carmella and Asuka match turned out. Because it kind of went the way I thought it would go, but not exactly the way I thought it would go. You know what I mean? What did you think about the match? Because you picked Asuka.
Yeah, I didn't think the match was that good. I mean, I don't think any of these matches we talked about so far were even that good. But
no, they weren't.
But again, I felt like it, and we both called it how like Ellsworth is going to do something stupid, get out of the cage, get stuck somehow, or somehow do something like that, and obviously it happened. I just felt like it ended weak, kind of. Asuka gets thrown into the cage. I mean, it hurts your face, obviously. Anybody would probably get knocked out from that, but I just felt like it kind of ended weak. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I just feel like, yeah, there wasn't enough to it. You know what I mean? He's hanging upside down. And I felt another thing that really ruined it for me personally was that his sweater came up and you could see that he had like a body protector, like MMA or like sparring style body protector on. So when she was hitting him with all those strikes, it's like you're not supposed to let us see the body protector. You know what I mean? That you're like, she's actually hitting a pad and she's not really hitting you. So that kind of took me right out of it right away. I'm just like, well, when I see that, it fucking ruins it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. When you see shit like that, it sucks. They got to do better than that. I mean, Ellsworth is, I mean, he's there to take beatings. Let him take the beating.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? He's getting hit by a girl. What, he can't handle it? He needs to wear a bodysuit? What is his fucking bones that brittle where they're going to break? You know what I mean? My thing is like, wrestling is all about suspension of disbelief. It's like, we know it's fake, but what are you going to do to like, we knew it was fake with Austin and The Rock, but did it feel real? Yeah, it did, even though we knew it was fake. But like when this shit happens, when you see something that's clearly fucking fake and it's, it's like it's a duck, man. The duck is a fucking duck. If it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And that's what I felt like with that. It's like, it's fake. There's no way I can ever think it's not fake. He's wearing a body protector. So that took me out of it. I mean, and it was weak. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? It was basically the same kind of ending as last month's pay-per-view. Ellsworth gets involved and Carmella wins. It's just like a different way to do it. So, I don't know. Not anything special. Let's move on to the next match.
Yeah, next.
Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. What did you think about this match?
We pretty much called what was going to happen. Ronda Rousey was going to get get involved somehow. All the girls are going to get involved somehow. Again, like I thought it started off all right with all the shit that was thrown in the ring, the trash cans and the kendo sticks and stuff like that. Again, like it didn't really catch my attention that much, and again, it ended kind of weak. Even the whole Ronda Rousey thing, she looked kind of weak. It looked like it was just sloppy. I don't know. What did you think?
It felt just too staged and scripted to me. It's like when you tell us that she's going to be there at ringside as a fan, which as soon as they say that, it's like, okay, whatever, a fan. She's not really a fan. We know that. But for me, it's the same thing that we see every time they do that. There's nothing different. Every time there's somebody outside that has a beef with somebody, but they're in the crowd during their match, they get involved somehow, and they didn't do anything creative to get her involved in the match. You know what I mean? Yeah, Natalia got beat up. It's like, who fucking cares, bro? I don't care.
They could have just kept it a secret. Ronda Rousey could have been running down from the bleachers, something like that. That would have been even more interesting than the way they did it. We all knew she wasn't going to sit there and watch anything, all of it happen, all of it go down. So,
well, my thing, dude, is like, why wouldn't you keep it a secret? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that add so much more excitement to it when she actually like shows up there? Even if it's like the match right before or 2 matches before Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, they show her in the crowd on the camera. Like, oh, fucking Ronda Rousey's in the front row. Like, why wouldn't they do it like that? It makes it more exciting because then you're not expecting it. So then you might not be sure of what's going to happen. But when we are told 2 weeks in advance, it's like we've already thought about it and we pretty much know what's going to happen.
The match fucking sucked.
Yeah, it did.
Predictable, and it sucked.
Yeah. All right. So Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura. This one caught me by surprise too because I did say Nakamura was going to win, and but I just didn't see it happening like that. And we both called he might have a low blow, which that's kind of obvious. That's been his thing. But I didn't expect it to be not even a match. Like he just does one move and that's it.
That's kind of what I liked about it in a way because you weren't expecting it to happen like that. It was kind of Nakamura's like, his slick fucking dirty way of getting by Jeff Hardy and taking that belt. I like the role of Nakamura right now. I like what he's doing, and I like how it didn't show Jeff Hardy too weak. Like he can hold his own, and he just took a fucking low blow,
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
No, it's all right. And then I want to bring up Randy Orton. That's getting a little confusing on why that's happening. Then he showed up back in Raw too, the other SmackDown, I should say, yesterday. So who knows what's going on there? Is he after the belt or is he after just Jeff Hardy? I know he was screaming, where's Nakamura and all that shit, but where are they going with that? I don't know. But all in all, I thought the match was decent, and I like for it to be short, it was unexpected, and I like that about it.
No, I agree. I think that they did that perfectly, just in the sense of, ref turns his back, he hits the low blow, he does his move, pins him, whatever. I was cool with that. And the thing is, you're right, it is kind of confusing with Randy Orton. But the thing is I know why this is happening. And the only reason why I know why is because when I went to SmackDown Live and made my Macho Man video, that's what all this stems from, is that night. Because if you remember correctly, I don't know who the U.S. champion was. It might have been Kevin Owens or whoever the fuck it was. I'm not sure. But they did like an open challenge type deal. Randy Orton's music played. He walked halfway down the aisle. His music stopped. Jeff Hardy's music played, which was a surprise. Like nobody knew he was going to be there. And then he ran out in front of Randy Orton. Like he just ran right by him and went in there and took the match and won the belt.
Now that you say that, I think I remember that. I think it was against Jinder Mahal, I think. Is that who it was?
Yeah, it might have been. I can't really remember, but I think you're right. It was Jinder Mahal. And that was like literally 3 months ago. But to me, it's like, that's fine to do that or whatever, but they didn't even like allude to any of that. They didn't say anything on Extreme Rules or on SmackDown Live of why Randy Orton might be doing that. They just made it seem like it's complete confusion. And it's like, if you're just going to build it up and then at the end say, oh, well, it was because he ran out in front of Randy Orton in that match, that's stupid. Like, just say that from the beginning. And then on top of it, the thing that I thought was like kind of weird about it is that, you know, Randy Orton does it again on SmackDown and they still don't say anything, which it's like, I don't understand why you wouldn't say anything about why he's doing it. And why would you wait 3 months to do it? You know what I mean? There was no better way to do it than to wait 3 months and then you don't say anything about it. I don't know. To me, that was fucking weird.
No, the whole thing is weird. I was weirded out by the whole thing. I enjoyed watching it, you know, but it was weird. And I had no idea. I didn't even think about that, what you just said. So I had no idea where it was coming from. I was like, where are they going with this shit? You know?
Yeah, I never would have remembered unless it's only because I was at that show. That's the only reason why I remembered that.
No, but now that you said that, I do remember Jeff Hardy running right by Randy Orton. I forgot that was the day he won the belt, but I remember that. And Randy Orton was like, and it never led to anything. That's why I didn't think anything of it. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Why wait 3 months? But dude, honestly, the biggest thing that pissed me off about this, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. SmackDown Live, Jeff Hardy cuts that promo at the beginning. Does he mention Randy Orton's name one time? No, he doesn't. That's ridiculous. The guy came out and kicked you in the balls after you already got punched in the balls and lost your belt, and you don't even mention his name the next 2 nights later. How? Like, how? That doesn't make any sense.
Sloppy writing. That's how.
Sloppy, exactly. All right,
sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe,
sloppy Joe, yeah. All right, so let's move on to something that I thought was a little bit better. Bludgeon Brothers and Team Hell No. I liked what they did at Extreme Rules with them attacking them in the back. I like that sort of thing because it kept the Bludgeon Brothers looking strong, and I was wrong, man. I thought they were going to lose, and they kept them looking real strong, and I like that. I'm glad.
No, we were both wrong. We both thought there's no way Daniel Bryan's going to lose, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good way to do it. It was a good way to do it. Hurt Kane, hurt the big guy. You know Daniel Bryan's going to go out there like the underdog and try to like take the big guys down, but obviously, and what happened was what would really happen, you know. So yeah. I liked how it went.
Yeah, I was totally cool with it, and I'm glad the Bludgeon Brothers are going to keep looking good. You know, they're going to go forward with them as the tag team champs, and it looks like maybe, you know, Daniel Bryan and Kane might be breaking away from each other. I don't know, because they said he has a broken ankle. So if that's the case, then we won't see Kane for a while.
Well, he'll probably be back next week, probably running a mile, or you know.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's just how it works. But I think it's too soon for them to split apart.
No, dude, 2 weeks during Daniel Bryan's match on SmackDown Live, Kane's gonna come down the aisle doing cartwheels. That's what's gonna happen.
You're right.
Yeah. So, hang on. All right. What do we got? We got 4 matches left. All right. Strowman and Owens. This I liked. This, I mean, not so much the match. Like, it wasn't, you know, it was okay. It's pretty good. It was good for a steel cage match. But I like the fact that Kevin Owens took the huge fucking bump off the top of the cage, you know?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just think, I mean, it was kind of stupid that Strowman, you know, sacrificed him winning the match to do that. You know what I mean? I guess maybe that they could have done something better than that, I guess. But it was still good just to see him go flying off the cage. It looked like he got fucked up. I mean, he bounced off the table before it broke. So it had
I feel like I mean, the match was all right. You know, it wasn't like wicked good, but you know, I feel like it was written to be like, all right, throw Kevin Owens off the top of the cage.
Yeah,
that was the story, you know, and it was cool. Like you said, it was cool to see. I mean, he did take it. He did kind of look like a little mankind going down, but the match itself was and like it was cool to see, you know, him get thrown off the top of the cage. But like you said, I mean, was it worth it? I don't know. I kind of expected more for the match, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was a little weak, you know, handcuff him and then, I don't know. It's just I felt like it was stuff that I've already seen before. Even him flying off the cage was something that I've already seen before. So, I mean, yeah, that was cool. It could have been better. I mean, that's basically my thought about it. It could have been better. It was okay. Let's move on to Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. I was really surprised by this one because I didn't think Bobby Lashley was going to win, and not clean either.
I called Bobby Lashley.
I know you did.
You know that. I was kind of surprised. I mean, the match wasn't the worst. The match was decent, kind of sloppy here and there, but I mean, two big guys like that. But can we talk about the fall? The fall from Bobby Lashley? Holy shit, bro!
Wait, which one?
When Roman, what happened? Roman Reigns just totally threw him over and over the top ropes, and he just. Did you see that?
Dude, honestly, I don't really remember it.
Dude, he smacked on the ground. He bounced off the ground, Bobby Lashley. I didn't think he was gonna get up after that, dude. But yeah, he got up, dude. He won the match. I liked it because I know I picked Lashley to win, but I kind of in the back kind of thought, oh, Roman Reigns is probably gonna win. They're gonna do Roman Reigns thing again. But Bobby won, and it was cool. And then the only thing I don't get is how it worked up to Raw this week, and 2 triple threat matches. 2 different guys won. Which ones? Oh, the same ones. Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. We'll get to see them again next week. Go at it. Don't you think Bobby Lashley just beat Roman Reigns? So don't you think he should have the upper hand right now for the Universal title?
Yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns shouldn't have even been in the match. Finn Balor shouldn't have. Well, no, Finn Balor won, so yeah, he could be in the match. He won at Extreme Rules, but Roman Reigns lost. Why would he even be in the match? It's just stupid, especially when he comes out and he says, "I'm just looking for a fight," and then Kurt Angle's like, "Okay, you're going to be in one of these matches, even though you lost."
Yeah, it makes no sense. That's why they have Roman Reigns, and sometimes I don't think they know what to do with the guy. Just stick him here and there, just to feed him to the crowd. But it's stupid.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. We already said before we're gonna do a Roman Reigns show, and we will. Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's crazy. They're fucking up with him all the time, every week, every month, every year. Ever since I've been watching it, they've just been burying the guy, and it's poor fucking ideas. That's all it is, just poor ideas. So let's move on to the match that I thought was going to be the main event, but it wasn't. AJ Styles and Rusev. If I remember correctly, I think I called this because I thought that I said Aiden English was going to somehow cost Rusev the match.
No, you did.
Yeah, and he did. Obviously, he didn't get the beatdown that I was hoping that he would get from Rusev. But I am hoping that we see that maybe this week on SmackDown Live or in the near future. I think Rusev really needs to give him a beatdown and kind of stomp him out and kick him to the curb and be done with him. And it'll make Rusev look so much better.
No, it's coming soon. It's going to happen soon. It's going to happen. The match itself, it was all right. I mean, AJ Styles is always fun to watch. Rusev is a beast. It was a good match, good fun match. It's probably the best one now that we've talked about, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I called AJ Styles. I think we both called AJ Styles.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was all in all good match. It obviously went the way we thought it would. I just hope Rusev don't take the back seat and then we don't see him again for a long time. Well, the guy's a monster.
They didn't really follow up. They didn't really follow up with anything. Besides, Aiden English going up to Lana, and apologizing. But other than that, I mean, Rusev wasn't even on the show. And then AJ Styles has the random match with Andrade Cien Almas. So just kind of just like a dead end. You know what I mean? It's like a loose end. They need to tie that up, figure it out. I don't know. It made no sense to me where they went with it on SmackDown. You don't even see Rusev. That's why I'm hoping next week something big happens. That's what they should be doing. You don't see Rusev for a week. Well, next week do something big, But we'll see. Who knows? All right, let's go into the main event of Extreme Rules. Good match. Horrible fucking booking, in my opinion. Horrible, horrible, horrible booking. I mean,
I just feel like, I like the match. I enjoyed the match.
Yeah,
You
me
know,
too. I did.
it
It was a
was.
good match.
I'm glad it wasn't just. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't just like a one pin thing. You know, a couple pinfalls. The match was decent. It kind of there was one point in the match where it kind of reminded me of like Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels when the sharpshooter was pulled out. You know, in the
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Man match and stuff. Um, you know, the more and more I watch Ziggler, I'm starting to become a fan. You know,
I like him.
I think he's a great wrestler and stuff, and I don't know. It was a good match, and we knew that McIntyre was going to get involved. You know, Adam Bomb, your boy.
Adam. Adam,
Um,
that was good.
the only thing I didn't like about the match is like how I felt like a lot of the times they were both looking up at the clock, like expecting more time to be off it. So kind of like dragging it, you know, like they felt like it was closer than it was, you know. I thought it ended cool, you know. Seth Rollins trying to go for the pin in like the last 5 seconds and he can't make it, and then they make extending the match, and then obviously they have to throw in, oh, they extended the match. It's a new match, so McIntyre can come back out and interfere. But yeah, all in all, it was decent. Probably the best match of the night. Actually, most definitely the best match of the night, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. That it was the in ring wise, like the ring work of it. Yes, I would say it was the best match of the night because you had two of the most talented guys in there, and I knew that they would have a good match. Rollins had the 3 pinfalls, but that's the thing. It's like, wouldn't it have made more sense? I think it would have made more sense to go the other way with it. Have Ziggler get 3 pinfalls on Rollins, and then Rollins has to make that comeback. The whole match is Rollins trying to make a comeback. And instead, they went the other way. Didn't they go the other way with it?
Yeah, Rollins had a 3
up.
Yeah, I just feel like it was what you said is more predictable. Like more people would have thought that would have happened if it went that way. So that's why I kind of liked it how they went the opposite way. And Seth Rollins felt comfortable. Maybe his fans felt comfortable in a way. Oh well, he's got it. And then shocker, Ziggler comes back. Shocker, Ziggler ends up winning. You know, thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, to me, the other thing that got me about it was that McIntyre came out and got involved so many times. You know what I mean? Like, if he would have got involved one time, okay. More than one time, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I think the thing with me was that I was just kind of already like over the pay-per-view by that time that match came on. Like, I already had seen so many disappointing matches that I was like, I'm pretty much already done with this. Like, I don't even really want to watch it anymore, you know?
Yeah, the whole pay-per-view was kind of a big letdown. But
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? It's Extreme Rules. I mean, how long has this been a thing? I don't even remember growing up, you know? So it's not no SummerSlam. It's not no Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. I think that's why they have all these shit matches and all this shit storytelling, because they save all the good stuff sometimes for the big shows, you know?
Well, yeah, and I think that they're trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to have like so many pay-per-views a year, and you know, the past year or past year and a half, they were doing 2 a month, and then they figured out real quick, like, this is a waste of time. Like, people don't even want to watch it that much. You know, they weren't even selling out some of those pay-per-views. You know, and it was like one brand pay-per-view. It's like, we already see the same matches every week on the shows. So when you give us the same matches on a 3-hour pay-per-view, it's kind of like, what the fuck? So now they have the dual branded ones, and they're 4 hours. It's like, come on, man. You know, like, I feel like they should be 3 hours. I don't like the 4-hour deal. And, you know, just I want to see different matches. I want to see more storytelling. You know, I want to see more creative stuff. You know, there's nothing outside the arena anymore. That's what drives me nuts. You know, what happened to doing shit outside the arena? You know?
No, I hear you. It's like they're losing it. They're losing it. They're losing their touch, you know, little by little. It's awful.
Well,
Like I feel like sometimes, like, why don't I have a job writing for them? Why don't you have a job writing for them? And we can come up better shit than this.
oh, way better.
You know?
And my whole thing with it is the fact that, you know, apparently they have like a fucking ridiculously huge sized writing team. So I don't understand how you could have so many fucking hands in the pot and you come up with so little out of that. You know what I mean?
They
You'd
must
think
all be
that
wasted or wicked fucking high or something. I don't know, man.
or they're just like, really young people that might know how to write, or they might be creative writers, but they didn't watch wrestling like back when it was good, so they don't know what good wrestling is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like the game has changed. That's really what it is. It's like what Uncle Vinny Roo says. The game has changed. They don't change football. They don't change baseball. They don't change soccer. They might tweak rules here and there, add something, take something away, but it's still the same game. Wrestling is totally different now. It's not the same. To me, everything feels like I almost feel as if I'm watching a play. Like I'm not. There's no unpredictability anymore. It's like a play.
It's more of a corporation now.
Yeah,
that's
what it is.
It's just a part of, another business in America. Just a way to make more money. Yep. Be kid friendly. Don't go overboard anymore because you want a wider audience. You want to stab all us old fans in the back for some cheesy ass shit because it pleases everybody. It makes no fucking sense.
No, but it really doesn't. It really doesn't, though, because when you look at the ratings, like I'm sure that you probably haven't seen many of the ratings. I've looked at some of them and I've heard about them, and like Raw is lucky to draw 3 million people. Lucky to draw that. And back in the day, they were drawing like 7 with Austin, 7 million people on a Monday.
Because you're not looking forward to anything on a Monday. You're just there to watch it. You just know it's Monday and it's on. You're not looking forward to, what's going to happen because of what happened last week or what happened in the pay-per-view. It's not like that anymore. It doesn't pull you in like a good movie or a good story,
No.
It grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and dude, one thing I wanted to bring up to you, and this is totally off topic, but I feel like TNA does way better with their storylines than WWE. Like they might not have the talent, they might not have the production value, they might not have the money, all that stuff that WWE has, but their storylines are far and away better than fucking what WWE is doing. Way better. They have storylines that have lasted. I've been watching the fucking Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards thing for like 4 months. And they've just been like building it and building it and building it. And, just so many other things where it's like they're not the greatest stories. I mean, it's not like Austin The Rock or back in that day or back in Hogan's day. But compared to what WWE is doing right now, way better.
I can't even name a good feud right now in the past 5 years. Like what 2 wrestlers had a good feud like that sticks out?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, the AJ Styles Nakamura thing was cool for a little bit, but that kind of just that's forgettable.
One that I thought was good was AJ Styles and Cena. I thought that was good. But other than that, I mean, it seems like every good feud that they have, they just beat it like a dead horse. They beat it until it's a fucking dead horse, and that's it. And then you're just sick of it. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, coming up. But I feel my faith and my trust in them is very limited. So I'm not expecting anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting them to, do anything that great with all this fucking talent that they have. That's the crazy thing. This is one of the best fucking talent pools I've ever seen. Like, they have so many good people in there that if you just let them be themselves more, they could be so much better than what they are.
You're right. Just give them the floor. Let them walk it. Let them go with it. Let them, let them be creative. You think Matt Hardy, when he's doing his whole broken thing, you think he has a script he's going off of? No, he's just going off the top of his dome. They're letting him do his thing. He's a vet. These wrestlers need to take it in their hands, and when they have the microphone, let us fucking feed it to us. Let it pull us in somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It does nothing to me when these guys are on the mic anymore. Nothing. It builds nothing.
No, I mean, what happened, bro? What happened? I don't know.
That should be the next wrestler's slogan, like next big wrestler that comes up. What happened? And that should be his whole gimmick. What happened to the old time wrestling?
Yeah.
We'll bring back all the cheesy wristbands and those Ultimate Warrior like things that are hanging down, the headbands, and bring back all that shit. I don't know, make it cheesy again. Do something.
Yeah. I mean,
Bring back the NWO. Bring back DX. Just don't make it cheesy.
Well, hey, you heard Hogan's coming back, right?
Well, I hope he comes back in the black and white because he turns that around. That'd be awesome. Like I called it. If you take a wrestler like John Cena, someone that like your mother and kid likes, all the family loves John Cena. Just put him in black and white. Make him turn into a big heel. With Hogan.
That would be a really good idea, actually. That
It
would be a
would
really
be.
good idea.
It would be. Take someone like John Cena that's like a household name, and turn around like Hogan did. You never thought Hogan would be the heel he was when he joined the NWO.
No.
That shit was awesome.
And John Cena was actually a good heel in the early stages of his career. So John Cena, we already know he can do whatever. He could be a face, he could be a heel, he can do anything. So he could be a great heel. But, I mean, it just seems like that'll never happen because he's beloved all around the world. You know what I mean? He holds the record for Make-A-Wishes. So it's like, I don't know. It's tough to say John Cena will ever turn heel, but it would probably be the best thing that they could do.
Well, how cool it would be Hogan if he like got all these guys together. Imagine he had AJ Styles turn around, join forces with him, like and Nakamura join forces with him. Like grab like the best wrestlers that are in there right now, like a handful of them, and let Hogan guide them, and let Hogan talk the shit, and bring in the crowd, and let these wrestlers see that, and let them feel it, and let them join in, dude. I think it'd be awesome.
That'd be a great idea. Great fucking idea. Just to
do it now before Hogan's dead.
Yeah, exactly. And Hogan, I mean, dude, he's an old guy and everything, but dude, he never lost it with the mic. I mean, he could still spit his game with the mic.
Hell yeah, he was one of the best,
Yeah. So I mean, that would be a great idea. I'd love to see that. All right, so let's wrap this thing up. And how are you gonna grade this pay-per-view, my dude? What do you think?
This pay-per-view, I'm gonna give it a solid C.
Solid C. All right, I'll jump right on board with you there. Except for I'm gonna say it's a C minus. There's no way I'm going any higher than a C, and I would feel like it's not quite D worthy. So C minus, and I'm gonna say that Raw and SmackDown were definitely both C minuses as well.
Yeah, I would agree. No, I'd go with C. Another C.
So C's across the board for you, C minuses across the board for me. Lovely. That means that WWE is really hooking us up, aren't they?
Yeah, C's what I tell my kid to get in school. Yeah, right. Shoot for the stars, boy. A+, A+, A+.
Nah, you would tell him to get a C, you fucking asshole.
No.
No.
You gotta shoot for the stars. If you get to C, it's okay. You keep your head up and try better.
Yep. So so that's it for the show. We both thought that Extreme Rules sucked, and we both thought that Raw and SmackDown didn't really revive that at all or make it better. So there's another week of WWE. Hopefully next week is a little bit better, right?
Good job, Vince.
Yeah, thanks, bro. We appreciate it.
Good job, Mr. Levesque.
Mr. Levesque. Oh, man.
That's it for today's show, the AWO show, Extreme Rules. It sucked. So tell us what you think. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, comment on the video. Tell us what you thought about the pay-per-view, what you think about us. I don't care. Gonzo?
Yeah.
Till next time, my friend, I will see you later.
Yes, sir. And that's it. Gonzo Shark's checking out. Peace.